Greetings, night crawlers. Welcome to the Arcanum. It's a cyber realm where fantasy becomes virtual reality. Tonight, I'd like to just sort of show you around a little bit. As you know, I dabble with hacking. I go into the cyber zone and I muck around in there in order to find the secrets of the universe. Let me put on my trusty visor so that I can see your commentary. Looks like Ed Toast is here. Skin Slip. How are you guys doing tonight? Alex is here. My trusty companion. Rocking and rolling asshole. You know, I'll take that in good humor. I am as high as a giraffe pussy. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. Can I ask you guys a couple of questions? Are my levels okay here? This is all good stuff. Great. I'm glad you approve so far. Is my audio sounding okay? They're okay. We're still seeing a screensaver. Oh, shoot. Welcome to the Cybodome. I want to sort of show you around the cybersphere. This is a place where all things are possible. It's also the stock room at Best Buy. And I've set up some equipment back here, and that's right, Skin Slip, the crystal is back. I set up this gear in the stock room. Jared and the regional manager, they don't know what I'm doing back here. My pants look super tight. Well, I guess that's a good thing. I want to show you guys some of what's possible here in the cyberverse. Okay? Is that okie dokie with you? Somebody tell Jared I will stab them. Yes, please do not let Jared know what's going on back here. If I were to turn off the green screen, you would think that, you would just see a bunch of like paper towels and microchips back here. But this is where I go into cyberspace and I do some of the deep research into the paranormal that I can't do with just sort of reams of paper. Even though, as a mentalist and as a paranormal expert, I have no problem with books. I like books just as much as the next guy. But this is a different place. Would you guys excuse me 1 second? My computer is telling me that the battery on this controller is low, and I'll be right back. You didn't think I'd be changing batteries this early in the program, did you? Alex, this is the greatest night of your life. Well, look, the feeling is mutual. I eat batteries like candy with this thing, you know. Better now than in the middle of the action. Yeah, you're damn right, Skin Slip. You're damn right. Now, let's just hope that this thing reboots okay. Because currently it's just sort of hanging in the air. Okay, feel like I'm traveling into the speed of light into a pile of drugs and beer. Hold that thought, sort of talk amongst yourselves real quick, while I figure out why my controller is just sort of hanging there. Okay. Now, back in action. So, let me show you a few things. As you can see, I've got this table over here with what seems to be small figurines. This, my friends, is an imp. This is one of our greatest foes on Dark of the Night, and he sort of won't stand still. He's an ugly bastard, isn't he? Let me put his face right up in your face. He's disgusting. Alex and I faced off against one of these in Pensacola, Florida. We were sort of looking for some spring breakers to hang out with. We were also doing some investigations. One of these things was hanging around the beach. Just kind of sort of looking for chicks. And Alex and I, we had to fight him off with lead pipes and napalm. Don't ask me where we got napalm, but we did have it. Now, these things come from the very pit of hell, okay? Harmony Korine, Spring Breakers, well, that's not exactly what I was getting at, but it's a good one for sure. Boo, hell, boo. Yeah, boo. We don't like hell, okay? In case you were wondering. But these things, they'll crawl into your bed at night, and they'll touch you. They're sick and twisted. They feed off the hatred between people. Hell is bad, kids. You're damn right it is. Anyways, Alex and I, we've got special treatment for these kind of guys. Might I use my lightsaber and just beat the shit out of him? You son of a bitch! Yeah! Yeah, fuck that thing. That's right. We don't take any shit here in the cybersphere. Because this is a place that we can recreate reality. Okay? We can make the universe do our bidding. I knocked the other toy over? Well, it's true. Thank you, Ed Toast. I'm glad that you approve of my saber. Let's see what else we've got over here. I think I screwed up my green screen paper. Now this is your standard zombie. And he is sort of what we're going to be facing if we don't deal with these resistant drugs. I mean, super viruses that are antibiotic resistant. Yeah, this guy, he really sucks. Listen, SA, you're about ready to get freaking punched in the face. Do you realize that? You know, Alex and I, we've worked our entire careers to prevent creatures like this from walking into your house and touching you. What would you think if this thing woke you up in the middle of the night? He is moist looking. I mean, just imagine that. Imagine how vile and disgusting. Hey, buddy, maybe you better get the heck out of here. Maybe you better go find a restaurant to eat. No, I want to eat brains. I want to eat your brains. Yeah, well, guess what, bucko? You better take the next train to Chinatown, because we don't like your kind in here. Huh? Capiche? I love pizza. I love it. Hey, why don't you get the hell out of here? Now here in the Cybodome, we have some weapons available to us. This is a .44 Magnum handgun, capable of blowing his head clean off. But in this situation, I'm just going to kind of, I haven't gotten around to coding the bullets to actually do anything. So they just sort of, just kind of knock him backwards, you know. How do you like that? How do you like them apples? Sort of give him a little crotch shot there. Yeah. Nice shooting, Tex. That's right, you don't mess around with Dark of the Night. Because we are locked and loaded, my friends. Right in the dick, that's right. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate your approval. I've sort of been practicing shooting this gun for a little while. It's coming along, you know. I'm curious out there tonight, for those watching, what kind of paranormal experiences are you having tonight? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? Blow him as a joke? No, I don't think that I don't think I really want to do that, but I appreciate, Alex, that you're sort of chiming in and, you know, I mean, the participation means the world to me. Twitch would not appreciate that. Yeah, I suppose not. Now, we've got one more creature here for us to check out. Whoa. If I don't stand in the correct sort of way, then I start to sort of trip balls over here. There we go. Now this is a Promethean galactoid. And these things come from the planet Nectar. And they're fierce. And they're nasty. They're dirty nasty. And they are going to get into kind of all your food and just be kind of naughty and mean and terrible. This is one of the, not a lot of people know this, but this is one of the creatures that killed JFK. I can't get him to stand up correctly. There we go. Now, you know, I know that this sort of looks like a movie monster creature, but the reality is a lot of people don't want to accept the fact that aliens do look like monsters. Okay? They don't look like just... They don't look like you might think they would look. They look like... I mean, there's a range of alien life out there. There are the Greys, which, you know, have the big eyes and whatnot. They aren't hot blue babes that can sing opera or some shit. That's true, Ed Toast. No, they're not. But, you know, there's a range of paranormal life out there. And these monsters are flying ships all over the place. They're flying ships all over the place. And they're wanting to come down and destroy us and destroy our way of life. Now, yeah, you mentioned Chris Tucker. Now, I've sort of breezed through most of the content that I have for tonight. So, you know, I'm going to be sort of just kind of dorking around from here on out. Just sort of shooting my gun at things randomly and talking to you, the viewers. But you never know what you're going to get from the Arcanum. And in the coming weeks and coming months, I hope to develop sort of an entire world that we can explore together. And I hope to delve deep into the cybersphere, because from this place that I'm in right now, I can go into any sort of federal database. I can go into, Hot Topic, their website, and just sort of charge whatever kind of graphic tees or posters that I want to someone's credit card. Alex is saying, here's a question, Eric. What's your read on Luc Besson's Fifth Element, and do you think you can reenact a scene with that alien thing? Okay, well, in answer to question one, what's my read on it? I think that parts of it were good, and then I think that parts of it weren't so good. I mean, I do think that there are, like, space babes out there somewhere. In fact, that there's reports from some of the early abductees in the 1950s, 1960s, that report meeting aliens that looked almost like Nordic angels. Humanoids that had long golden hair and were wearing sort of flowing white robes. And so the notion that one of these super creatures, these aliens, were sort of out there somewhere, and they just look completely gorgeous and hot, and have sort of super agility and whatnot. I think that stuff is right on the money. What I think is a little far-fetched is that, that what's his name, the Die Hard guy, Bruce Willis. I don't think that he represents sort of a. I don't really believe that there are, like, Han Solo type space jockeys out there. At least not yet. And that's why I feel like Alex and I are going to be some of the first true Han Solos out there. In order to reenact a scene with this guy, I'm going to scale him down a little bit. And I'm going to just look at him and say, so, have you seen The Fifth Element? Have you seen Bruce Willis?
No, I have not. I have not seen Fifth Element.
I'm not talking about the film. I'm talking about the actual creature. The actual super being.
No, I'm looking for the Fifth Element.
Look, I don't care what your deal is. I don't care what your problem is. This is important because there are some priests out there, and there are sort of this, like, there's this unexplained sort of, like, origin story. Mila Jovovich, right? Also from the Resident Evil franchise.
I like Resident Evil.
Yeah, well, buckle up, pal, because you're about to get your freaking ass blasted away. Damn it. Drop my gun. Priests played by Ian Holmes, a.k.a. Bilbo. Ian Holmes, I can't remember who he is. Is that the guy from the original British Office? I mean, oh no, it's not. Okay. You're saying the priest was Bilbo. Is that what you're saying? No. Oh, he's Bilbo from the Fellowship of the Rings. I see. Yes, same guy. Same actor. Great, great. I'm curious at this point if maybe Alex is sort of the only one watching me currently. I'm gonna take a look at the old phone here to see how we're doing. We have 5 viewers, so it seems, which is great because we have 3 viewers. I'm gonna take a look at the and I'm one of them, it seems. Phone here to see how we're doing. Well, great. 5 viewers, so it seems. Well, folks, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really have 1 hour's worth of content tonight. Oh, you see 7 viewers. Really? Okay, well, I didn't know. 7 on my screen. Well, hello, all 7 of you. As I was saying, I don't really have an hour's worth of content. Smack one of them dudes into the distance. Okay. Where's my saber? This lightsaber isn't particularly lightsaber-like. It's very it's sort of like a blackjack, but it does function as a lightsaber. I hope to, by next week, be able to have it look a little bit more like a lightsaber. And let me grab this. Let me just smack this guy. I'm kind of like just sort of giving him light taps here. I think that well, for some reason that's not really working like I want, but I can shoot him some more. There we go. Blasting his ass. Now, not a lot of people know this, but here's some alien-related trivia for you. Did you know that E.T. was originally supposed to be a horror movie? Steven Spielberg envisioned the tale of sort of a nice alien coming and bonding with a child. And then the second phase of the film was supposed to be E.T. sort of defending Elliot against an invasion of evil aliens. And for whatever reason, I guess like the studio didn't like that idea. And so Steven Spielberg ended up splitting that idea into 2 movies. And the first one became E.T., the second one became Close Encounters of the Third Kind. What's the stuff going on the right back there? Those are some prototypes that aren't quite ready for prime time yet. So I think that perhaps that may have to sort of wait for next week. I'm curious, though, if there were some things you wanted me to explore here in the Cyberverse. I mean, what would those things be? Are there any sort of creatures, any sort of phenomena, any scenarios you'd like to explore? I mean, one of the wonderful things about what we have access to here is we can go anywhere. We can do anything. We can go to Stonehenge. We could go to Ghirardelli's Chocolates in Chicago. We can go to the mall. We can be inside of a whale or Woodstock. Can you put yourself into an endless woods to stalk around? Of course, of course. I mean, it wouldn't be dark of the night without the woods. Fighting aliens on Stonehenge would be sick. I'm way ahead of you, my friend. Folks, I think that tonight we've accomplished everything we wanted to accomplish. I think I've given you a preview of what's to come here in the Cyberverse. And I want to thank you for coming with me Now, please tune in on Wednesday when Alex and I will get together and do what we do best. This week we're discussing genetic alterations, and it's going to be riveting. It's going to be very exciting. So I'm thankful that you guys are here. Thankful for you night crawlers. And in time, I don't know if any of you have a VR headset out there, let me know, because I intend to make this sort of a multiplayer world where we can all work together to sort of explore paranormal activity here together in VR. So I'll keep you posted on that, and let me know if one of you manages to get that technology. Please don't tell Jared that I'm doing this back here, because I have to sort of break it down and then sort of set it up again. And I don't want him to come back here and be like, oh, why are you here after hours, blah, 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 anyways. So I'd appreciate it if you guys have contact with him. Like, don't let him know what I'm doing back here. All right, folks. Thank you for joining me tonight. I wish we could just break Jared down. Yes, I know. Jared is a fuck boy. He won't know. Thank you for all of the Sasquatches, Alex. And, folks, we'll see you next time in the Arcanum.